look at some of today's hot topics. All right, now listen up to this story because you might want to know a little bit more about it if you're going to get your money back. Because the Federal Trade Commission says so many people are asking for their cash payments linked to the 2017 Equifax data breach. There may not be enough money for everyone, so you might not get that full 125.
As part of a $300 million settlement, those impacted by this breach were offered free credit monitoring or a check for up to $125.
But the fund dedicated to the cash payouts only has $31 million. The response has been so overwhelming on social media, some who are eligible may not get the full amount.
I would be so upset. So it's suggesting people choose free credit monitoring rather than a check.
This one was really deceiving when it came out initially. Like
everybody was like,
I'm getting my 125. But then there's always fine print.
Yes,
always
absolutely.
fine
There's
print.
always a fine print. And so it's going to be funny, especially when you look at social media to see everyone's reaction to it and then seeing the story circulating and then people going, wait, what?
Right.
Really?
Because you have to choose one. You can't say, okay, well, I wanted the money at first, but when I found out that you guys were not going to pay out exactly 125, can I go back and change my answer? You can't. So I know.
I have questions, but I'll just keep them to myself.
I have several questions.
Got questions.
All right, now, if you are a Target lover like myself, you're going to love this story, and Jamie. So for the past 20 years, Target has shown customers you don't need to spend all your fortune in order to look fashionable.
That is very true. Thanks to its Design for All program, the retailer offers high-end labels like Zac Posen and Lilly Pulitzer and Missoni, to name a few, and for a fraction of the cost.
Wow, yeah, this is true. Target definitely lets you get a bargain when you're at these stores. And in honor of these collaborations with all these different brands, Target is releasing a collection featuring nearly 300 limited edition items from all past designer collabs.
It'll launch September 14th. Prices are going to be ranging from $7 to $160. I think that was a very smart move by Target to partner with these designers because that also creates longevity for the designers to keep those multiple streams of income that we hear other people and businesses talk about, and other entrepreneurs. I think that was just very clever to really meet the needs of people, especially families who are on a budget.
I agree, and it makes people feel like they're not left out because I know a lot of us wish we can shop in all these glamorous, stores with these high fashion designers, but we're trying to save. We want to be able to save and also have the high fashion. So I think this is a great way to merge the two, Tarjay. That's why you're going to keep getting my money.
Yes.
That's why you keep getting my money.
Yes.
All right. So it's not uncommon to be greeted by a flight attendant when you board a plane, but they're usually standing in the aisles, not, doing anything
Greeting
other than
you,
that.
but this is not the case with this flight. Do you see this? Passengers on a Southwest flight were surprised, and rightfully so, to be greeted by a flight attendant hanging out in the overhead luggage bin. First off, the fact that someone's able to get in there.
I'm like, how did she even get up there? Now, they say when she was in there for about 5 minutes and did not get down until more than half of the airplane was boarded, they noticed this. They were taking pictures, they were doing video. And then my other thing was when I seen this, Jamie, I had to think to myself, once those people get in the seats right above,
how's she going to get down?
How is she going to get down?
They'll probably, if you
How
have
did
some
she get down?
people with muscle, they'll probably help get her down. Because I get the impression that she's really petite.
Oh, yeah, to be able to fit in there?
To fit in there.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably, and I'm sure everyone got a kick out of it and probably
yes.
applauded her and said, yay, she was able to get out.
And the funny part about it is, I guess, the person who actually was on that flight sent this to Southwest, and Southwest had, they didn't really respond, I don't think, how we all thought they would have responded. They pretty much said that the flight attendants love having fun with the customers, and they didn't really see anything wrong with it.
And the company, generally speaking, they've had a reputation of just doing fun stuff and thinking outside of the box. So,
I mean, listen, if you're on Southwest, you don't even have your own seat. You get to sit anywhere, so there's no rules, clearly.
all bets are off.
Now, speaking of flights, I have to ask you this because there's always so many, just different things that go on when you fly on planes. And we just want to know, some people on flights do not observe flight etiquette. We talked about this yesterday.
Wait,
a little bit
from
briefly.
feet to armrest, hogging the bathroom. So we've all had to deal with it at some point or another with that one person that just seems to make our trip miserable. There's
have you had
always
any?
one.
I know you've had.
I have strategically tried my best. To find a way to make sure that I am in an area where maybe the plane will be a little bit more quiet.
Oh, that's never happening. As long as a baby's on board, that's never gonna happen.
And everyone looks and goes,
"Oh no!"
Were they coming to sit next to me, or behind me, or in front of me?
That one is also my biggest pet peeve. But I have two others on a flight.
Okay.
So one is if I'm sitting next to someone and they're literally in my space. Like, spread your legs, your arms, you're like over me.
And don't care about your space. No.
No, excuse me, no, I'm sorry. Like, literally had a guy put his foot, like, right over mine. So there's no personal space on certain flights. And then my second one is as soon as the flight lands, before they even say, you can now remove your seatbelt, everybody jumps up and runs to their luggage.
Yeah. And I have nothing on that. But you have people who are, they're trying to, I guess that's their way of hoping that to help the process of getting the plane.
We're all getting out at the same time.
Most of us do. Now, I have actually had that experience where literally I had to squeeze past people because I had a tight connection.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Woo! So I understand. I just wait. And I focus on having direct flights to wherever it is that I need to go so I can avoid that altogether.
Yeah, because patience is a virtue. Everybody.
It is, but everybody doesn't have it, honey.
They definitely don't.